Okay, so hey everybody, back for the second video. Sorry it took so long. I recorded my iPhone 6 for those of you who didn't see the first video. Laptops are broken, we're trying to get it fixed, yada yada yada. Okay, today we're going to talk about my labor and delivery story. JB's here taking a nap, so I decided I'd take advantage of that. I'll show you guys him later. But let's get to it. So, my labor and delivery story. I was supposed to be due March 26th and ended up giving birth on April 4th. So, you do the math, that's 9 days late for my sweet bundle. But unfortunately, I was the same way with my mom. I was supposed to be born April 20th and I was born April 29th. So, I guess it's just karma. So yeah, I was scheduled to get induced on April 3rd, and I had an NST, which is a non-stress test. I had that on April 2nd, and on that she saw that I was already contracting 4 minutes apart. So she told me to keep an eye out for that, and ironically, I went into labor that night at 6:13 p.m., started having frequent contractions 2 to 3 minutes apart that got more intense. And for those of you who do not know, contractions start from back here, and then you start to feel them up here, and they feel awful. I described in the video on the camcorder, not one that you guys have seen. On the video, on the camcorder, I said that they feel like your stomach is squeezing in on sea urchins that are grouped together, and it hurts. It really does hurt. So yeah, that's what contractions feel like. We got to the hospital. I had been dilated at 1 centimeter ever since 38 weeks. I'm sorry, 38 weeks. I was 1 centimeter. And when we got to the hospital this time, I was 3. And I was a little bit more effaced than I was previously. So they wanted me to walk around a little bit more because they can't admit me unless I was 4. So I walked around a little bit more, and I called everyone, and I made them come down that night because we are originally from Virginia and we live in Fayetteville, North Carolina, which is a 3-hour trip, and I didn't want anybody to miss it. So me and Shaheem, we walked around the halls for about 2 hours, and after that, we went back, and unfortunately, I had not progressed anymore. So they had to send me home. I wasn't too upset because, you know, I was scheduled to get induced the next morning. So I called, we got home around 12-ish and slept for a couple of hours. I woke up around 4:30 to call the place at 5. She told me to come in at 8, so I ate up. I had just had eggs and toast. And we went in at 8. All they did was my paperwork. I gave birth at Womack Army Medical Center, which is located at Fort Bragg. And so they didn't really need too much. So after that, I was taken to room 4, and which is I thought was cool because I gave birth on April 4th. But I was taken to room 4, and they discussed with me who my nurses was, the process, yada yada yada. They wrote "Happy Birthday, Jaden" on the board. It was a really great feeling. She gave me my IV right here. And they don't want to do it right here because you're gonna have to bend your arm a lot and stuff like that. So they gave it to you. They gave it to me right here, and I had my IV solution. I had the Pitocin, which is the induction medicine, and I also had penicillin because I had been diagnosed with Group B strep a couple weeks prior to. And Group B strep basically just gives your child the possibility of being born sick, like with pneumonia or something like that. And luckily they tested me to find out that I had it. But it also isn't something that you can prevent. Either you have it or you don't. And unfortunately, I had it, but they caught it and treated me for it. So JB was born completely healthy, no issues, no problems, thank God. So yeah, that's what I had through my IV. I also spoke to the anesthesiologist. It was really nice, and I was so nervous to get the epidural because those of you who know me personally know that I hate needles. I despise them. Don't know why they were ever created, but yeah. So basically, I was dilated at 4 centimeters the entire day, and I had all my family members there that I needed to be there. My mom, my dad, Shaheem's family, and my best friend. And of course, Shaheem. And it just felt really good to have all this love surrounded around me to, you know, greet baby Jaden into the world. It just felt really good. It helped me really get through the day. So my labor lasted all day long. I was at 4 centimeters. They broke my water for me and everything. And still, even after that, I was just in pain, but nothing was progressing. The Pitocin, once it really kicks in, it really starts to get really painful, so I was kind of out of it most of the day. Yeah, but Shaheem, he really was with me the entire time. He was so exhausted, but kudos to him for letting me squeeze the crap out of his hand. I know I probably I know it probably felt like I was breaking it, but you gain that super strength when you're in labor. Trust me, you do. When it came time for the epidural, everybody who's with you has to leave the room because I guess they don't want the person to freak out, and that makes you freak out because you can't move. That's the only thing that got to me about the epidural, is that you can't move and you have to sit in a really uncomfortable position. You have to like sit like this, cross your legs, and curl your back all the way out like that, and it's really uncomfortable. And then plus you're contracting while they're doing it. They try to get you, well, my doctor did, he tried to get me while I was contracting so I'd be focusing on the contraction and not the epidural, which doesn't hurt. All you feel is like the little pinch from the numbing needle, and then you feel the actual pressure. It just feels like somebody poking you really hard in your back. It doesn't hurt. I ended up having to get that twice because it only numbed the right side of my body the first time, and I felt everything on my left side, and I was in tears. They kept upping my dose throughout the entire process. Nothing seemed to help. They ended up doing the procedure again, and it still didn't work. So basically, I felt everything on my left side, and it was awful. Not saying that that would happen to you, but clearly it's a possibility. You okay, baby? Talking in his sleep. So basically, after the epidural, it was a couple more hours. It was just me and Shaheem. We were just talking, waiting for JB. About 12:01ish, we had to call everybody because I was 7 or 8. And then everybody got there, and then around 2 something, I was 10 centimeters dilated. And this was April 4th, 2 a.m. in the morning. Sorry, somebody woke up. But 45 minutes later, yes, I was pushing for 45 minutes, but I was so out of it, it felt like 10. And I also had the mirror, so I got to see everything. And honestly, if you have the choice to get a mirror, ladies, I would say do it, because it's something that you're going to want to see. Because when I saw his face, all pain was gone. All memory of the pain was gone. I just wanted to hold my sweet baby boy. And when he came out, he did not cry. He was coughing, so that's how they knew he was breathing. But he just was a really calm baby. Even when they gave him his first shots, the Hep B and the vitamin K, he just went and then went back to sleep. He was a really, really calm baby at first. Now he knows that if he cries, he gets what he wants. So, but he still doesn't cry too much. But after that, after he was here, all they did was they cleaned him up, cut his cord, tried to get him to cry at least a little bit since he wasn't. They let me hold him, and I held him for like an hour or so, and I made everybody stay in the waiting room because I wanted my time with him. And then when everybody did come back, I didn't want anybody to hold him. It was just me, him, and his dad. That's all I wanted. So since we gave birth to him at 3:14 a.m., he was 8 pounds, 4 ounces, and 21.5 inches long. And the most beautiful thing I've ever laid my eyes on. I seriously fell in love as soon as I saw him. Even today, I'm in amazement how amazing it is that he's finally here. Because I remember I was a whale waddling around. Pregnancy's fun. But, yeah, since we gave birth to him at 3:14, there was no sleeping that day. But that was fine because we were too busy looking at him anyway. But yeah, that's basically my labor and delivery story. I know it's not the prettiest one where your water breaks and you rush to the hospital, but that's basically it. And after that, as soon as he came out, there was no pain. Not just because I was so worried about him, but there was just no pain. I did feel pain when I started breastfeeding because your uterus has to contract back down to its normal size. That's kind of painful, but that only lasts for a couple days. And you know, we spent the 2 days in the hospital, and it was probably the most hilarious 2 days because you know how funny you get, like if you're high or whatever, you kind of get the same reaction when you're overly tired. So me and Shaheem were just laughing at the craziest things. And it was just a really fun family time to have us 3 together. It was really life-changing. I really enjoyed the experience, and finally having him here is just everything to us. He makes us so happy, and I'm so blessed to have him here as our child. Like, it's so crazy we made him. But so yeah, this is Jaden and Mia. Let's see if he'll let me. You want to see camera? He might not be in the best of moods. You say hi? You say hi? Yeah, he just woke up. So yeah, we have to go to his 2-month appointment soon. What are you doing? We have to go to his 2-month appointment soon, and that's when he's gonna get shots, and I know he's probably gonna cry more than he did the day he was born. But as you can see now, he's still a chill baby. He only cries if he's hungry, which he probably will be in a few. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything that you would like to say in the comments below, you can go ahead and say it. I'll like it, reply to it. Anything that you would like me to make a video about, go ahead and comment that also. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I didn't have notes. Maybe next time I'll have notes. But so yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at @SiempreBella__. And we love you. Bye.